Hey everyone. Yeah, welcome to Radio Ninja Live. You're probably wondering the title. Yeah, somebody's watching me. It was in town today, that's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying I've got some freakish stalker or anything. It was just somebody in town, actually, in one of the stores called JD Sports. This woman, was kind of staring at me from the entrance. I think she worked at the store, so she was just sorting stuff out. But I feel like she was watching me for quite a lot of the time, so I didn't know how to react. It was kind of like I was feeling a bit edgy, like she was planning an assault on me, or she just couldn't resist the beauty of me. I've got a feeling it probably isn't the last one. Well, I got a feeling it probably isn't the first one either. I got a feeling she was just working and she was just seeing me sat there, and she was just looking at me, and she was just looking in the general direction of me. She probably wasn't looking directly at me. It's just that feeling I got. But I've never ever got that feeling that a girl's ever gonna look at me in anything but a creeped out fashion or something. Maybe she's one who's watched my videos but doesn't have the want to come up and actually tell me how awesome I am. Oh yeah, that's my next wife stood there at the front of JD Sports. Yeah, she was just play acting when she's doing all the trainers and stuff at the front. Yeah. It was all a play act. She was just using that just to stare at me. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to believe. Again, I am the hopeless romantic on this channel. Well, in the world, I think I'm just one of those who's just gonna be unlucky when it comes to girls. Any relationship, really. If I ever get one, it always seems to either tumble after a few years. I've only ever had one real, relationship, and that lasted about 4 years, and we got engaged, and then boom, it's over. Yeah, she most likely was not looking at me. It's just, while you sat there, you kind of create things in your mind. You kind of create something you want to happen in your mind. I mean, I don't know if I'd like to have a girlfriend or not. Or do I actually want to be alone? I'm not actually sure which way around I want it. Do I want to have a girl, or do I want to just be alone? I don't know. So I just kind of concoct my imagination to thinking, ooh, maybe that girl actually looks at me and actually wants me. Yeah. Probably the reason why she couldn't come over was because she was at work, and she hadn't got a break coming up soon, so she'd used up all her breaks, so she couldn't just come over. So yeah, there's just plans that I concoct in my mind. Well, yeah, I didn't go to. Yeah, well, that's my relationship issues. It's what calls into mine. I'm sure some of you have probably had relationship issues as well. It's just mine. I don't know whether I'm going to have a girlfriend, a friend. I still get them lonely feelings. I think I was close to fall into tears again today. I was staring at the bloody ceiling for most of it. While I was sat there, I was just sat back staring at the ceiling, trying to keep myself calm. Maybe that's why she was staring at me, because I was in a weird position, so maybe she was just interested in how I got in that position. Like, I just slid down and then looked up. It's not a tricky position, but I've got to admit, yes, it's not the position that is conventional when you in them chairs. Never thought I'd be able to do it because they're quite strange, the ones at town. They're kind of old school looking. I preferred the ones that I used to be able to sit in as I went around town, but like it makes much difference anymore. I just sit in one of the chairs and watch the wonderful people walk by, watch them run lives, watch them do things. Sit, really. Just sit there living my pointless life, watching others live a very useful life. It's just the sort of thing that I keep feeling until I meet up with Matt on not Wednesday, today it's Wednesday, till I meet up with him on Friday, hopefully we get to meet up and we hang out and we have a day like we used to. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same as it used to be, but I think at first my main objective is to just basically get to know him again. That's my basic point of that. And I'm still sorry to Matt for completely abusing him, and I'm sorry for threatening to do things to him. I was just like so filled with emotion and that. So I want this to happen. I want us to meet up. I want things to be fixed. I want to be able to say nice things tomorrow night or Saturday night. I want to constantly be able to say nice things. I don't want the last couple of days. Well, yesterday was me trying to recover a situation. Now I'm just trying to basically just confirm that yes, he's put in a request to have Friday off, so it's not completely confirmed, but let's hope that this hopeless romantic is going to at least get some sort of break on Friday. I'm not expecting my true love to, yeah, because I thought that was who was looking at me out of the shop while actually sorting out some trainers. Yeah, I think she was looking at me. She was looking over in my general direction. For all I know, she could be just looking at somebody behind me, which just made it look like that she was looking at my head. Have a funny life. Hello, Mary V. Lads, and S and JS Mum W. I remember seeing you on Discord. Yeah, so it's always nice to have anybody here listening to my stories of anything, of being out in the world again. I have a funny grip on life, and life has a strange grip on me as well. Hopefully things will all fall into place and everything will work out. Friday is going to be the important day, so probably won't be doing a live radio stream because I'll be a bit occupied. Hopefully. Obviously, if I'm not occupied and I'm just going out on a Friday like I usually do, and just sit there drinking a cup of coffee and not having anything to do, then I'll probably come home and be very, very upset on a radio stream. But obviously if I'm out with Matt, I won't need to do a radio stream. We'll see how things go, because maybe late in the evening I may still do some sort of stream. Who knows? Just kind of play these radio streams as to whenever I do them. If I do them now, the now time, because it's 5:36 where I am now, so I could do one later on. It's the good thing about not scheduling these live radio streams is I can start them whenever I want, and whenever any of you join, that's great. If you can join and watch. I never actually know if the stream is working. I assume I'm all active and I'm all working and you can all see me. Just always under that assumption that you can do that. If you can't, then, well, I've just been rambling to myself, which is something I like to do anyway. It's the kind of way I do things, I think. I like to ramble. Yeah, that is me. I know I also said to Philly Mouse and, well, quite a few people on the chat, I said yesterday we were talking about churros, the churros place. Yeah, I didn't have any. I didn't really feel like I would enjoy them today. I didn't really feel like trying anything new. I just literally felt like sitting down and doing nothing really, which is pretty much what I did. I didn't even have a coffee today, which was a surprise to myself, because I usually have myself a coffee. So I am under the assumption that you can all hear me, so I just basically let out emotions again, let out how I'm feeling. It's just the way I am. And I hope that you guys sharing my stuff. I see Croutons probably keeping everyone busy, so the Kitten Academy is probably keeping everyone busy. So that might be why I'm getting not much reception on the chat. I'm just gonna have a quick check and see if you can all see and hear me, or am I just basically doing a monologue and literally just speaking to you guys and you just listen, and well, that's fine too. I suppose that's fine as well. I do not mind. I tend to do a lot of the talking anyway on these shows, but isn't that the idea? I do the talking, and then you join in as and when. That's the general idea anyway. Look, I see that Mary and S and J have said hello. I hope they got my hello back. So hello. Oh, that's great. I don't know if I am putting on this accent. No. I should not be putting accent. Anyway, yeah, great. Oh, hi, Philly Mouse. Oh, yes, hello. Thank you for checking in, and I have to check these things. I guess in some sense I do it like me. I've learned from what Mr. A say is on Discord when he does the live streams, the close-ups, which he hasn't done for a few days. Oh, thank you, Philly. Thank you. I got another polo shirt as well that I could use. Actually, I've got another two that I could use, but one of them's black, but the other one is kind of aqua sort of colour, very light blue. This is meant to look navy blue. I know it doesn't look very navy, but yeah, it looks more black than navy. But if you really look close enough, it is a navy blue. I was hoping that it might make me look good around town. Well, you say I look good, but want to try and attract attention. I suppose today, being all grumpy around town, I wasn't really feeling like grabbing anyone's attention. I feel like I was probably going to bite everyone's head off. Or cry at everyone again. It would have been whichever way round. Would I get upset with them for trying to talk to me, or would I just start crying in the middle of town again? I don't know. It's just things I just get like that. It's just like, it is what it is. I just keep doing these live streams. Think pink. Howdy do. Howdy do. You doing some cleaning, are you? Doing some cleaning. Some spring cleaning? No. Yeah, doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it like that. Doing it. What was that? What am I doing? That was a crazy wave. That was a crazy man's wave. Okay. I'm not crazy. I just neglect to be sane. Yes. You're always telling me that, but I just can't. I've just never really been a positive person. I guess it's just never ran in the family. Positivity. We always think negative. I don't want to do it, but it just seems to be how it is in the family. I still went out, so I suppose that's something that I can look at and go, yeah, I did. I went out. I did nothing, but I went out. Maybe tomorrow I'll try. I mean, hopefully it sticks around long enough, because it literally looked empty, that place, so I can be wild and crazy. Yeah. I want to try that churros place. I just don't think I would have enjoyed it today, because I'm sure if I go to that place, I'm sure you'd want me to enjoy the food I buy. And I'm still not sure if I want a hat either. I don't actually know what that means. A hat because you can get a small hat of churros or a big hat. What is it going to be, a real hat for me to wear? Will I be walking around in some sort of weird Mexican hat or something? Or would it... I have no idea. I don't really feel like wearing some sort of Mexican sun hat. Well, I haven't tried one yet, Philly. Oh, most to the point that I've literally just told you that I haven't tried one. I want to, but it's not a big store, and nobody. I wanted to at least hopefully see one person order, and I want to see what they get when they order it, because I'm not sure I'd want like 5 churros, because if they're massive, I don't think I'd be able to manage 5 of them. So you've shown me what a churro looks like. I'm not actually I'm not sure if I could manage 5. Probably. Look, I want to see at least one other person be interested in that place, as everybody just walks past it like it doesn't exist. I don't usually go to places until I see someone try it first. I don't usually like being the first one to try out a new place. I mean, I tried out the frozen cola yesterday, but I figured there'd be no way I wouldn't like that because it was cola and I don't mind slushies, so I couldn't see there being much of a problem with that one, and there wasn't. So that's something I consider having, just not together before the slushies. But a churros I've never had before, and I want to make sure I do it the right way. I want to make sure I'm in the right mindset to go and actually ask questions. We'll see. They don't look cheap either, so I need to make... I mean, it's not like money is the big deal, but I don't want to be overspending. I mean, the large one I think's about £7. So I should just get a small one, shouldn't I? Just get a small one. Just go in, get a small one, a small hat, and pick a dip. I don't know. We'll see. Just, if I don't do it tomorrow, don't slash me or something. Don't have a go at me. In due time. I know I'm very slow at doing things. Usually when I say I'll do it tomorrow, it could possibly mean I'll do it next week, or I'll do it in a couple of weeks. So never take I'll do it tomorrow as literally I will do it tomorrow. I'll probably have a look at the place tomorrow. I don't know whether I'll actually get something from it. Again, it depends if I'm actually hungry. We'll see. We will see. I want to. Rate my takeaway. 506k subscribers. Wow. Just to rate somebody's takeaway. Yeah. The annoying thing is though, I prefer to try things out myself. If I get told a place is good, then I'll have a look at it, because somebody's told me that the place is good. So I usually go off recommendations from other people. I'm not one of those who just goes in on his own. Usually I usually go off what other people tell me. So if somebody says that this place is good, then I'll go, well, if you think it's good, I might like it as well. I'll give it a go. But since nobody's actually told me anything about this churros place, I want to hear somebody say that they've been there, and say that it's not that bad actually. I suppose I should take the gamble. Since you're all begging me for an answer, you're all begging me to give you some information on it. Well, I'd like some people to recommend things. Just tell me what's good in the world. I have a very weird way of doing things, I think. It's It's just the way it is, though, for me. I'm glad you both enjoy your cooking shows together. Vlog. Oh man, that would mean I'd have to bring the churros home with me, but I'd want to eat them in town and basically eat them in town. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to vlog it because I haven't. This is the only way I can do my vlogs is at home on this camera. And it seems to work okay. I don't know, the camera's looking a little bit fuzzy. Seemed okay though to me. I guess it looks a little bit fuzzy. That's really fuzzy. Oh dear. That's really fuzzy. Fuzzy. Let's see if that works. Whoops, turn my camera off. Let's see if I become a little less fuzzy. Well, of course I'm gonna go less fuzzy if I turn the camera off. Fine, Philly. Send me the link if you must. I can't guarantee I'll be enjoying the places that this guy goes to. If they're in Derby, then I'll go to them. But I'm not doing some big travelling event just to go to a restaurant. We'll see what happens. But if you must send me a link, then fine. Send me a link to food that I probably won't eat. Hey Terry, welcome to the Radio Ninja. I thought you said Uncle Cracker. Heard of him. Be a gay. He's fun. Yeah, he's fun. I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something he ate. Sorry. I'm just gonna sit here and smile aimlessly. W and G. sending me the link here isn't very useful since I'm not actually opened. You'd have to send it to me on the Discord, but okay, I suppose it's not all just me. Sorry, it's not all me. You guys make this show as well. I seem to be doing alright doing these little daily shows. Whether they work or not. The thing with radio is that you need your fans to get involved. And I was thinking at one point we do a kind of request show, but instead of requesting music, you request a cat and kitten video. It was kind of my idea for something for the future, maybe. You request a kitten video and on this show, and I'll try and play it the next show. It's the thing I had in mind, anyway. Well, then Philly, that doesn't really help me if he's not. If I thought when you were telling me all about it that he'd actually been to Derby, and he'd actually tried out some of the restaurants. I'd actually assumed that was what you meant. These links mean that these are the things that he's eaten in Derby. I mean, that would be. Well, that would be awesome to find out about the restaurants in Derby that I've never seen before. I've never tried before. I don't know. Maybe so much. There's probably so many places I've never actually tried. I want to, though. I want to give stuff a go. I'm just a bit set in my ways sometimes. I'll have a little look at what this Danny fellow provides the world. Whether he provides anything that's kind of helpful towards me, but I'll at least try your link when I finish. When I finish this one, just send it to me on Discord and I'll click on the link there, please. So just make it easy for me. Make it as easy as possible, because that's all I need. I need it easy. I know. Life isn't easy. I've never had a passport either. I've never left the country. I've gone to different places around this country. Never actually left it though. Not sure I ever really will either. Well, again, we'll see. You're giving me a lot of stuff to think about here. I'm just set in my ways right now. I'm just kind of going. I guess I'm just going through the motions. I'm not really doing anything really fancy. I'm just going into town, just enjoying going into town and sitting in the chairs. That's how I always did it never really been the most fancy or exciting person ever. I never really wanted to be but now it seems like I've kind of put myself into a corner with all this. I almost have to do all this exciting stuff just to keep my fans on board. But I've got a feeling you'd all show up regardless, even if I was a bit boring or a lot more. It's always good. It's always nice to have ideas. I guess you're not putting a gun to my head and saying you've got to do this tomorrow. This is your homework for tomorrow, or this is your town work for tomorrow. When I go to town tomorrow, I'll probably just be sitting down, have a look at things. If I do happen to go to the churros stand, then great. Then I'll be able to tell you about it tomorrow. If I don't, I'll see if I can do something else that's remotely interesting. I wanna hopefully Matt will get in touch tonight, and he'll have some update on his day off. So hopefully we'll have Friday planned out for me, because having Friday planned out I may end up staying out for quite a long time. Because when me and Matt usually hang out, we usually hang out for a good amount of time, and I hope to learn about how things are in his life, and just we could talk about loads of things. There's loads of things that me and Matt can talk about. That's the thing that's I really want. I want to be able to talk to him. Physical, face to face, have a proper conversation. That's the way I want it to be. I got all you guys as friends, I know, but nothing really beats actually meeting someone face to face and actually having a full-on conversation with them. Let's say I've noticed that, but when you're a bit lonely, you don't actually remember what it's like to actually meet someone. So I'll probably be a little bit rusty. I do hope the pool club is available and open, because that's usually a good plan for us. That's usually a good starting point. We usually go to the pool club, and that's where we do most of our talking. So hopefully that's open, or back open, with it closing down, I think, because of COVID. Hopefully it's reopened. Even if it's reopened as some other pool club, I just want a pool club so me and Matt can play all day. Or, well, sort of play all day. We pay, and then we just play for as long as we want, and have a bit of fun and a lot of conversation, hopefully. That's how I imagine things anyways. How my mind imagines the situation. Yeah. Well, yeah, Philly, I hope the day's good for you then as well. Your caseworker sorry, I don't sound very. I just keep thinking Friday's gonna be running through my mind. It's like, is it gonna happen? I mean, I'm so close to it happening. Will it happen, or am I gonna feel like I've been screwed again? like I've been led through the ringer. At least they'll still be in town. Just alone. I know, it's a little depressing. I just feel like this is the place where I could just say these things. You get all the kitten videos and stuff. They're all what's gonna pick you up. Yeah, I'm gonna be depressing when I'm doing these radio shows, but I'd rather talk about something that is real to me. And I'll try and take note of all your advice, but I don't know. We'll see how things unfold. I'm just scared to do things. When you say that all this stuff, and it's like, I don't know whether I can handle this. It's like that. It's probably I could handle it. I probably could do it. I'm just a lazy guy who prefers sitting there doing nothing than getting up, and sometimes I have them get up and go days where I just want to go and do everything in one day. I think that's why I probably do try and do everything in one day, because I know that the next day I'm going to probably have the lazy day where I hardly do anything at all. So I want to be able to do stuff. I don't want to be the lazy me, it's just the lazy me takes over. I also want to know who that who that girl in JD Sports was who was doing all the work at the entrance today. And was she actually staring at me? Was she staring at me? Yeah. It's a thought. I suppose it's a nice thought to think that a girl would actually stand there and stare at me. It's also a creepy thought as well. I was kind of worried when I got up. Would she be following me? Because my shyness with the female variety of human being, my shyness goes up tenfold. But that's just me. Probably a load of other guys out there who find it difficult. But there's so many guys out there who, when they meet women, they're just like, it's almost like they're always meeting women. Probably are. They're the ones who are usually ripped to the bone, go to the gym every day. I'm sure B will be fine. B will be fine. Life is tough. Life feels easy when you just sat there just watching everybody else live their life. I guess that's kind of the easy route. At the moment, I think I'm still trying to get my legs under me, because I'm still early in my stages of going out, so maybe that's why I'm not confident in trying to do new stuff. It's because I want to try and get back to doing the old stuff I used to do when I had my gold card before, so I'm trying to get back into that sort of system. So that's probably why I'm not trying out as new things, because I want to try and make sure I get myself used to going out again, because right now I'm still not as confident outside as I should be. So bear with me. I think everything will fall into place at times. It's just at the moment I think I'm still trying to get used to being out again. Lazy days, yep, that's me. Pun. sometimes just going out. I guess just going out is enough, really. For now, that's all I want for me. For now, is just to try and keep a thing of a constant run of going out. It's what I want to do, and it'll probably after a few months or so. I know that sounds like a long time, but probably after a few months, I'll probably gradually be getting a bit more adventurous. But right now, I'm just trying to get back into the proper rhythm of going out. Besides, I want my Kitten Academy shirt, so when I go out, I can flash off Kitten Academy. Outside is, well, I'm going outside, but yeah, obviously. I don't know what goals I can set myself. I don't tend to set goals. My goals involve just getting to town every single day. That's my goal every day, is just get the bus, get into town. I kind of think of new stuff as I go along, because the thing with going into the town centre, you never know what new thing could be in there. I suppose that's why it makes my stories different every day. The fact that there could be something completely different, or something that's there that I haven't noticed before. I found out that the Thornton shop isn't there anymore. Well, not for my visuals anyway. Unless I've walked past it and completely ignored it. I think there's Thorntons around the street maybe, but maybe a cafe. I'm not. Oh dear. We'll see. I keep saying we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what things happen. I'll keep coming back with stories though. I'll keep telling things on live shows, but I don't know whether they'll be interesting stories or not. I'm hoping that I pique some interest, but I just keep coming online and keep rambling. That seems to be my way. I get on the bus because I can get on there for free. Anytime after 9:30, apparently, which I found out the hard way when I got on the bus. It was 25 past. There's no room for manoeuvre. That I was thinking 5 minutes. Couldn't you have just given me a break? I mean, come on, 5 minutes. Now I've got to wait for the next bus. So now I have to plan it out. So when I go out, it has to be when that bus arrives. It has to at least have gone 9:30. I usually don't. I'm trying to get it so I don't catch the bus that's literally coming after 9:30, because nearly everyone knows that the card's active after 9:30. So the first bus after 9:30 is absolutely jam-packed. Though I think I ended up catching that one, and yeah, there was quite a few people on the bus. Oh well. So I had to deal with it. Thankfully, I had no strife with anybody. I just sat there, got to town, and then walked into the Derbying Centre, and then found my seat and sat in it. I keep moving seats. I don't just stay sat in one area. I keep moving to seating areas where there's chairs available. So I keep moving and checking out the area. When I move, I tend to use that zone. I tend to kind of put my head down and think and start thinking things, start trying to think ideas. Well, that's what I was doing today. I was trying to think of new stories today, new things I could do for the story time thing. They are hard to think about, because it's just like, I've not only got to find a kitten clip, but I've also got to be able to put the words to it to make it seem like a cool story. Because I know all of you has enjoyed Rye on Sunday. I hope to kind of match it, or even better it. Just give me a chance. Besides, you've always got the tribute videos until I think of a new story, so I don't know when my next story's coming out. It depends when my next idea comes up. Homeless people. Well, they usually have some sort of shelter to go to, so I don't see so many homeless people on the streets anymore. They usually have some sort of place where they go and I think they just get given cheap clothes so they don't look homeless. I'd give up my seat if I didn't need to sit down, I suppose. That sounds a bit wrong. Oh, Autumn. Hello. Hello, darling. Welcome to the show. Wow. We're already 52 minutes in. You are very late. I'm kidding, there's no time. There's no set time with it being unscheduled. I don't like fish. Why would I eat fish if I don't like it? I've never liked fish, and I've told you before that I do not like fish. That's why I do not have fish and chips. I always have the kebab because I hate fish. I just don't like fish. You missed the story about the woman who keeps staring at me. I didn't realise I wasn't being nice. I thought I am being nice. I'm just telling you how it is. I don't like fish. So I didn't think. Yes, I will eat certain cheeses. Yes. Wow, everybody seems to like fish around here. Oh man, if you ever go to a fish restaurant, I'd be screwed because I wouldn't know what to eat, because if everything's fishy on the menu, I wouldn't know what to eat. Well, I actually don't mind tuna, so that's about as fishy as I'll go. Is like a tuna mayo sandwich, because I've had those before. Because I used to like the way my auntie made the tuna and mayo sandwiches, and they used to taste really nice. So Okay, okay. I don't hate all fish. I'll eat tuna. That's about as it's about as far as I'll go with my fishy repertoire. My fishy repertoire. Oh, it's a repertoire of fish. And I'm glad you all share the enjoyment of fish anyway. That's good. No, nothing. Like I say, tuna is about as far as I'll go. So yeah, fish just seems to be one of those things that I've never enjoyed. And yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I snapped a little. It's just I just felt, I don't know what I felt, but I felt like I've answered that question 100 times to people, and it just feels everybody should know that I hate fish now. By now, there's always a few people that I haven't told, and I don't know if I've told them or not. Wow. No fish, no meat. Wow. I'd be your nightmare visitor then, I guess. Since meat is pretty much all I eat. Unless, of course, I have a churros, or maybe I'll have a pretzel dog. I'm not sure about that. A sausage inside a pretzel. That's weird, doesn't it? Yeah, it's probably a normal thing over there. Never really interested me, but I'm a meat eater. Or I call myself the vegetarian's nightmare, because I eat everything a vegetarian wouldn't in large amounts. So I'm sorry, Think Pink. You're probably going to hate me now. Now you find out that. Yeah, I don't know what you call me, but I'm a meat eater. I grew up being a meat eater. If I've got no meat, what's the point in living? I thought shrimps were prawns. Things that you learn daily. I never understood having varied vegetarian options of foods that you won't eat. That doesn't make sense to me. If you won't eat a meaty sausage, why would you eat Why would you eat a vegetarian sausage if you don't like sausage? Just makes no sense to me. Knowing that it... right, the other same. Thing is, if we ever went to like a Harvester restaurant, I'd probably be ordering the biggest steak on the menu or something like that, or maybe a smothered chicken or something like that. So I'd try and have the meatiest things on the menu. Maybe a mixed grill. I like them as well because you get a bit of everything then. So yeah, I like. It's just the sort of thing I order. So, we still friends? Still friends, are you? Are you gonna chop me up into tiny little pieces and bury me under the floorboards? Something like that. Beans and toast is fun to eat. It's just a form of breakfast, I think, over here. Unless, of course, you're trying to eat it upside down, and then you're getting covered in beans. I don't know, that was... Now that would be weird. Eating beans upside down. It would be messy as well. Don't eat your beans upside down. Don't eat beans off the ceiling. Wasn't going to. Pardon. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad my love of meat hasn't upset you so much that you have a vigorous dislike towards me now. So yes, I'm glad. It's just my beliefs that I just tend to think about. I like meat anyway, and I really enjoy meat. So. Well, if you can do handstands and stuff, then yeah, do handstands in a ceiling with a low roof. Yeah, you can dance on the ceiling. Why not? Or you can get on a trampoline and keep bouncing. And if you've obviously got to get the bounces perfectly, or else you'll be putting your head through the roof and probably causing yourself a serious concussion. And don't try and bounce through the ceiling on the trampoline. Yeah, that's obvious. That sounds so obvious, but you never know. People with a trampoline inside may find out the hard way that they have a low roof. I don't even know what that suggestion was. Why would I suggest that anybody would trampoline inside with a low roof? Well, don't do it anyway. I'm not endorsing it, for sure. If you're gonna get a trampoline, at least try and make sure it's outside. Make sure it's in your back garden as well, and that. Or maybe if your neighbour has one, you can keep bouncing from each one. If every neighbour down the street, because some houses are like all got gardens, kind of equidistant. If everybody has a trampoline, you could trampoline your way up down to the end of the street and then trampoline yourself back. The only problem is you may miss your own house. That sounds like quite a fun trick. I was never good at trampolining anyway. Never really did it. There was a friend in school who used to be able to do a somersault. So it was always a bit of a wow moment, I suppose. Yeah, never heard of Lionel Richie, I'm sorry. Spammy man is the place where I live. Sorry, you're making me think of the Weird Al song now. A Weird Al song called Spam. Rod Stewart. Oh, my nan loved Rod. I think my nan loved Rod Stewart. Was one of my nan's favourites, I believe. Though I have heard of Rod Stewart. It's been ages since I've actually eaten any Spam. Good. I just saw the start part of that. I am ordering, or I thought it was going to say I'm ordering some books on Spam. I was like, why would you need some books to learn how to eat Spam? No. There's no books out there on Spam. At least not to my knowledge, anyway. An idiot's guide to spamming. Actually, there might be one, but we're not talking about the food type of spam. No spamming here, though. Please. We're all friends. Just realised we've gone about an hour and 6 minutes. Hello. Hello. Sounds kind of like that song that starts with "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" Might be that one. I'm not actually sure now. All you old ladies seem to know everything. Sorry, that sounded a bit more insulting than I wanted it to be. It's like, you old ladies, you know everything. You're all so smart. A minute. I've never had spam eggs sausages. No. Eat the sofa. You're not old, you're vintage. That's a good way of saying it. Then I might have heard it. I just never knew who it was by. Oh, so you all pretend to know everything, but you're all really, really dumb. Ah, I see how you're working it now. I'm a good person, really. I'm a good person, really. Oh yeah, that breeds you all with confidence, doesn't it? Oh yeah, really, I'm a good person. There's a lot of stuff I must watch. I know. Telling me all this stuff that I'm doing, it's like, oh no, I forgot to do that bit. I forgot to do that bit. Oh no, I still need to do that. Sounds like there's a lot of Monty Python that I need to catch up on, so to speak. All in good time. Or maybe never at all, I don't know. That's a funny one. Google knows everything. Of course it does. Because it's Google. Google only knows what the people at Google know. really, because somebody's got to have made Google what it is, haven't they? So it's only as Google is only as because you can't Google, because the people who write Google, what do they say if they're not sure? Because they can't Google about the knowledge on Google, because, well, they're already using Google. So that's like mind explode. What do they do? Use something like Yahoo or BT? Something just to, it's like, what do you do? What exactly do you do with that? Oh man, that's been a constant thought that's on the mind. How do you work out how to use Google if you can't Google, because the person would have to make it, so that would mean they already knew how to do it, so that they could tell others to Google it. Oh, you are a wise woman, Philly. You are a wise woman. Ooh. You know more than Google. Well, Google is a robot technically, isn't it? So, yeah. I use Google, so I'm not gonna have a go at you for using Google. Obviously, I think nearly everybody around uses Google. They serve free drinks as well. Shame I can't get to work at Google, or at least do an internship. Oh, I love that movie with Vince Vaughn and the blonde-haired fella. Yeah, I can't remember his name now, but yeah, I like that movie, The Internship. It's fun watching two 40-year-old guys who are doing an internship to try and work at Google, and somehow by the end of it they actually get to work at Google. It's just funny. I remember the free coffee situation. It's like, he's like, how much do I owe you? Nothing. It's free. It's like, so I can have one of these. So one of these is that's free. And then he just asks, so what are you here for then? It's like, I don't know, man. I just serve the coffee. Oh, Google asks you questions. Ooh, smarty pants, are we? A lot of people ask Google questions every day, so you're not alone in that. Everybody needs a backup in Google. So if you don't know something, you just as soon as you don't know something and you've got the internet in front of you, you're like, oh, let's just Google it. And that's literally become the thing. It's almost become a verb nowadays in the dictionary. If you looked in the dictionary, you'd say, oh, Google. Well, actually, Google is in the dictionary already, isn't it? I'm Googling you. But that's a totally different type of Googling. That's totally different type of googly eyes. Yeah. I didn't realise you knew sarcasm. I guess you don't know British sarcasm though. That's our deadly weapon. Is sarcasm over in the UK. Ooh. Oof, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Blood me neck. I've been rambling a while, haven't I? Okay, I think I should call this show. Besides, it's nearly time for my tea to be put on. I got steak. I've actually got steak and chips tonight. Steak, chips, and onion rings. So that's good, isn't it? So yeah. Oh, autumn. That's what makes our comedy so comical, because we always use sarcasm. It's our deadliest weapon. If we British had no sarcasm, we'd have no comedians. Okay, Philly. I was trying to end this stream. I'm still rambling though. Shish kebab. Shish kebab. Ooh. Anyway, I'm having steak and chips tonight. That's my tea for the night. Steak and chips. And I should be leaving you guys right now. So thank you everybody for showing up tonight, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have another stream, so probably around this time, maybe earlier, maybe later. It'll be any time after my afternoon nap. My afternoon nappy nap. Nappy nap. What? Anyway, yeah. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. Oh, goodbye.